Let us begin our practice. If you have your mat out or something to practice on, just find a comfortable seated position, cross-legged, nothing in particular. Let's place our hands face down on our knees, a very grounding mudra. You go ahead and pick a spot to stare at on the floor in front of you or on your mat. And just gently relax your eyes, stare at that spot on the floor, and just bring your attention to your breath. No need to change your breath at the moment. Just bring your mind to it. Notice how the inhale feels, how we expand. And as we exhale, notice the relaxation and the contraction of the body. Notice the invigorating nature of the inhale. And notice the relaxing, releasing nature of the exhale. Relax the muscles of the face and the eyes, the jaw, the muscles around the ears. Bring your attention to the air flowing in and out of the nose. And begin to make your breath a bit deeper. Grow tall as you inhale and relax as you exhale. Release the shoulders down away from the ears. Stay with the breath. Bring your attention to the flow of it in and out of the nostrils. We can engage what we call ujjayi breathing. If this is not something you are familiar with, it's a gentle tightening of the epiglottis and the throat. So we make a very gentle aspirate H sound as we inhale and exhale through the nose. Gently tuck your chin, lengthen the back of your neck as you do this. And let's begin to stretch the neck. Move with the breath. Keep your attention on your breath first. Inhale, grow nice and tall. As you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Stretch the back of the neck. You can even push your elbows back and down to help release in the shoulders. Breathe deeply here. Let's inhale to center. And as you exhale, drop your head back, stretch your eyes all the way up, open the jaw, and move the chin around in small circles. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, return the head to center, close the mouth. As you take an inhale, grow nice and tall. Exhale, turn to look to the left. So stretch even your eye muscles all the way to the left. Make space in the neck as you inhale. Release, relax tension as you exhale. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, let's drop the left ear to the left shoulder. And now we're stretching from the right ear to the right shoulder. And to help this stretch, you can push your right elbow down towards the earth to help decompress here. Breathe deeply, and the eyes can stare to the upward right diagonal. Deep inhales and exhales. Lengthen as you inhale, release tension as you exhale. An inhale back to center. And as you exhale, turn the head to look to the right, and the eyes looking all the way to the right. Breathe into the left side of the neck. Make space as you inhale. Release, relax tension as you exhale. A deep inhale here. And as we exhale, drop your right ear to the right shoulder. We're stretching the left neck, the left side of the neck, the left shoulder. And again, this left elbow can push down towards the earth to help decompress. Take an inhale, return the head to center, and drop the chin to your chest as you exhale. Again, the elbows can push back and down to help decompress the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to move with our breath, but keep plenty of space over the vessels in the neck, please, to let the blood flow well. Inhale, left ear to the left shoulder. Exhale, chin to the chest. And inhale, the right ear to the right shoulder. And exhale, the chin to the chest. Move with your breath like this. Please bring your attention to your breath first and let the breath move the body. One more breath, even it out. Exhale, chin to the chest, and let's inhale, follow our arms all the way up. Really, really stretch all the way through the fingertips. Look up, let your hands meet, and slowly watch your hands sink to heart center. Bow into your hands. Go ahead and give a moment to dedicate this time to yourself, to your breath and your body. Okay, and before we get on our hands and knees, let's warm up our wrists. So bring your elbows into the sides of the torso, make some fists facing the heavens. Inhale, flex the fists up, and exhale down. I know these are small movements, but try to challenge yourself by moving in synchronicity with your breath. So let your breath guide your movements, and it may be challenging because it seems so simple and small. Now side to side, inhale, exhale. And let's move around in circles. So inhale the fists up, exhale down, and inhale back up. Please move with your breath, and again, let your breath guide your movements, not your movements guide your breath. And switch directions with those fists. Let's go ahead and shake those hands out, and then flex all the way from the fist to the pectorals, and shake the hands out again. Okay, let's get moving a little more. So let's come to all fours. As we come to all fours, make sure your hands, your wrists are in front of your shoulders. We want to not drive our weight into our wrists, but we want to distribute our weight through our hands. To really spread those fingers wide. We're going to be working with cat-cow here. Please pay attention to the low back and the pelvic bone. Press the navel towards your spine by lifting the pelvic floor muscles. As you drop your belly, tailbone points up, look up, stretch the eyes. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone, push the navel to the spine, chin to the chest, push through your hands round the back. Inhale, tailbone up, belly drops, open the heart, look up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, navel to the spine, chin to the chest. Move and breathe like this. Breathing first, and let the breath guide your motions. Keep plenty of space from the shoulders to the ears, and don't lock your elbows. Now we're going to add child's pose through this, so we'll inhale, tailbone up, drop the belly, look up. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone, let the motion come from the abdomen, and push back to child's pose as you exhale. As you inhale, round the spine all the way up to all fours. When you get to the top, drop the belly and look up. And exhale, tuck the tailbone, push the hips back towards the heels. Inhale, round the spine up. Release the shoulders, drop the belly, look up. And one more time, exhale, round the spine to child's pose. Really activate your core as you're doing this and feel the motion emanate from the navel region. And let's exhale, tuck your toes, downward dog. So first downward dog of the morning, you can take a moment to walk each heel out one at a time, bending the opposite knee. Turn the hands out a little bit to open the shoulders. Nice deep inhale, exhale here. And then let's inhale, drop to the knees, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine to child's pose. Inhale, round the spine up to all fours, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, back to the knees, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine all the way to child's pose. And inhale, round the spine all the way up, drop the belly, look up. And exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale, knees to the ground, drop the belly, look up. Keep the core active. Exhale, round the spine, hips to heels. Inhale, round the spine up, drop the belly, look up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a few breaths here in downward facing dog. Lengthen the breath and quiet the mind. Stare towards your navel. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, step forward, feet to the front of the mat, hands to the shins. Let's inhale halfway up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Let's inhale, lift all the way up. Use your core. Really stretch through the hips as you reach for the heavens. Exhale, watch your hands to heart center. And release here. So we'll start with some sun salutations. So let's remember a few things before we do these sun salutations. Always the breath, the mind with the breath. Also what we call dristis, or where our eyes are looking. So I'll be instructing us to look up, look towards the navel. So we're always keeping our mind in check. So let's come to mountain pose. Spread your toes wide, lift your arches. Breathe deeply, tuck the chin gently. Tuck the navel towards the spine. Lift the pelvic floor muscles. Deep inhale, exhale here. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway up, inhale, look up. Exhale, feet back and lower down. Do this as it's appropriate for you, maybe on your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Stare towards your navel. Lengthen your breath. And quiet your mind. 5 deep breaths here. Keep active through your fingers and your toes. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, let's bring the feet to the front of the mat. Walk, step, or jump. Inhale halfway up, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift all the way up. Stretch through your hips, tuck your tailbone. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, drop your hands, look down. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, look towards the navel. Inhale, halfway up, look up, and exhale, feet back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths. Lengthen the breath and quiet your mind. A nice deep inhale here. Use your core. As you exhale, walk, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold. And all the way up, inhale. Use your core. Stretch through your hips. Look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Honor your head. Honor your heart. As you exhale, release the hands. Look down. Inhale, arms up. Look up, just like before. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, feet back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lengthen your breath. Bring your mind to your body and to your breath. On an exhale, bring the feet to the front of the mat. Very controlled walk, step, or jump. Inhale, halfway up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Let's inhale, lift all the way up, arms up, look up. And exhale, hands to heart center. And release here. So we'll do a couple more sun salutations, but variations on that, with both Warrior One and some lunges in them. So take some deep breaths here. Lift the pelvic floor muscles. As you exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips. Inhale, arms up, look up, chair. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway up, inhale, look up. Exhale, feet back and lower down. Be appropriate with yourself, between too much and not enough. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take some deep breaths here. We're going to come into warrior one from here. So as we exhale, the left heel goes down in the center of the mat in the back, and the right foot comes forward. Spread your toes wide, use your core. Inhale, arms up, warrior one. Exhale, watch your hands sink to the mat. Right foot back, lower down, exhale. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Again, on an exhale here, right heel down towards the center of the mat and the left foot forward. Lift the arches, use your core. Inhale, warrior one, look up. And exhale, hands to the mat. Left foot back, lower down, long exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. 5 deep breaths here. Lengthen the breath and quiet the mind. As we exhale, let's bring the feet to the front of the mat. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, lower, bend the knees, sink the hips. Inhale, up to chair, look up. And exhale, stand up, arms down. Check in with yourself here. Another sun salutation variation. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway up, inhale. As you exhale, the right foot back, drop the knee. Let's inhale to a lunge. Really stretch through that right hip. As you exhale, hands to the mat. Left foot back, downward dog. Nice deep breath here. Let's inhale the right foot high in the sky. As we exhale, let's bring the right foot forward. Left knee down. Inhale, lunge, opposite side, arms up, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. So from here, 2 ways we're going to get to up dog. You can either drop to your knees, and as you inhale, slide forward to up dog, or you can be in downward dog, and as you exhale, more of a push-up motion and slide forward, inhale. As you exhale, try to go back the way you came. Deep inhale, exhale here. And as you exhale, feet to the front of the mat. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold. All the way up, inhale, stretch through the hips. Exhale, hands to heart center, release the hands. Take a moment here to breathe. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway up, inhale. Left foot back, drop your knee. Inhale to a lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. As we inhale, let's come to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left foot high in the sky. And as you exhale, left foot forward, drop your right knee. Inhale, lunge, look up. And as you exhale, hands to the mat and step forward to a forward fold. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift all the way up, use your core. Stretch through your hips. And exhale, hands to heart center. And release here. So let's go ahead and come to a standing forward fold. So bring your feet about hip-width distance apart. Tuck your tailbone, hands to the hips. As you inhale, look up. And as you exhale, fold forward. Release your hands with the first 2 fingers. Loop those big toes and pull gently up and out. So we're trying to decompress the wrists. Let's inhale halfway up, look up. Exhale, fold, stare towards your navel. 5 deep breaths. Don't let your heart collapse in your chest, but keep the chest open.
release that hand position. Now one at a time, lift the feet and slide the hands all the way under the feet. So this is really helping to decompress the wrists. Inhale halfway up. As you exhale, fold forward, stare towards the navel, 5 deep breaths. Release tension from your shoulders. And let's release that position. One at a time, release the hands. Inhale, lift up all the way up. You're at the front of your mat. If you are at the front of your mat, let's go ahead and come into a sun salutation of Vinyasa. Exhale, fold. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, step back, lower down. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. From here, we're going to go ahead and come into triangle pose. So as you exhale, right heel down in the back. Use your core, left foot forward, lift as in a warrior 2. And then an inhale, straighten that front leg, tuck the tailbone. As you exhale, lean forward. Bring your chin towards the upper armpit. Look towards your top fingers. Relax the face, breathe deeply, 5 deep breaths. As you exhale, bend your front knee, drop your top arm. Inhale back to a warrior 2. And as you exhale, hands to the mat, left foot back, lower down, up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Opposite side now. So the left heel down as you exhale, right foot forward. Lift to a warrior 2. Tuck the tailbone. Inhale, straighten the front leg. And as you exhale, come into triangle. Your chin comes to that top armpit, stare towards the top hand. Tuck the tailbone, lengthen the back. Breathe deeply. Tucking the tailbone's really going to protect this low back area. We don't want to hurt ourselves. Stay strong in the core. As you exhale, drop the top arm, bend the front leg. Inhale, warrior 2. And as you exhale, let's come all the way down to the mat. Right foot back, lower down, up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. 5 deep breaths here. Settle into your pose, be with your body. Keep your mind on what you're experiencing, not on the drifting thoughts. Let's come into side angle. As you exhale, right heel down and left foot forward. Use your core. Inhale, warrior 2. And as we exhale, let's rest this elbow here. I know you can go deeper, but we want to stay long here. We don't want to close. And this top arm, really make that line. Push from the back foot through those top fingers. Again, chin towards the armpit, stare towards the top fingers. Breathe deeply. Let's inhale, come back to warrior 2. And as we exhale, hands to the mat, left foot back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. So let's come to the opposite side here. Left heel down as you exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, warrior 2. Tuck your tailbone. As you exhale, bring this elbow to the top thigh and really make that line. Try to find the geometry in your body. Push through the back foot and the top hand. Stare towards the top fingers. 5 deep breaths. As you inhale, push up, use your core. As you exhale, hands to the mat, right foot back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths here. As we exhale, let's come to the front of the mat. Walk, step, or jump. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold. All the way up, inhale, stretch through the hips. Exhale, hands to heart center. So now, since this next pose is not so widespread, we're just going to come from starting from our standing position here. So I do like to think of my knees as shock absorbers. And it may seem something simple, but let's move with our breath to come to a wide-legged pose. So as you exhale, just bend your knees. Inhale, step that right foot back and try to use those knees as shock absorbers. So we're not as far back as we were, and this right foot can be a little more out. But square your hips with the front of the mat. So that means your hips parallel with the front of the mat. Behind our back, our hands can be either interlaced. We can grab our elbows, or if it's appropriate for you, you can push into reverse namaste or reverse prayer. Tuck the tailbone. Inhale, look up. As you exhale, let your heart lead you forward. Tuck the tailbone. Square the hips. Drop your chin, stare towards your navel. 5 deep breaths. Do not round your back. Let your heart lead you. As you exhale, bend the front leg. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, gently step forward. So just a gentle practice I'd like to do here. Take a moment to just take your mountain pose, close your eyes, and check in with the body. See if you notice any differences from one side to the other. Just check in. As we inhale, exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, left foot back. Same thing here. You can interlace your fingers behind your back, or you can perhaps grab your elbows or reverse prayer if that's appropriate. Tuck the tailbone, open the heart towards the sky, hips back and heart leads forward. So one thing I notice a lot about this pose is how straight the leg is. If you lock your knee back, you're going to feel stretch in your tendons and ligaments, which do not stretch very much. If you give just a little bend in the leg, the stretch will move into the hamstring and the calf. So find the place that's appropriate for you, the place between too much and not enough, and breathe calmly and deeply there. Let's inhale, lift up, and exhale, step forward, and ride into a Vinyasa, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, feet back and lower down. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Take an inhale here. As we exhale, feet to the front of the mat. Hop, step, or jump, but controlled. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift all the way up. Arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And release. Let's come to tree pose here. So just bring your left foot forward first. Spread the toes wide. And always working with the subtleties. So I like to close my eyes perhaps, bend my knee and push into my foot. And try to feel where my weight is falling in my foot. We want our weight to be behind the big toe and small toe and right on the heel in a triangle. So find that there. Turn the opposite foot perpendicular. Tuck the tailbone. And instead of supporting your foot on your leg, see if you can float it. You can open that thigh and float it. Press your hands towards the floor. Tuck your tailbone. Let's inhale, arms halfway up. Stare at a spot on the floor.
Let's inhale, arms all the way up slowly. Breath first. You can push your hands together, but keep space from the shoulders to the ears. Push your fingers towards the heavens and your shoulders towards the earth. Inhale, grow tall. And as you exhale, gently set it all down. So we can press into the front of that standing foot, that standing hip, shake it out. And this is a great place to come to mountain pose and really pay attention to what you feel in the sides of your body. So that was very obvious. We feel something in one leg and not in another, but just notice, just notice. Let's even that out. So bring your right foot forward, spread your toes wide, bend that knee and push down into that foot. Really notice the subtleties, notice where your weight falls. Perhaps envision yourself growing solid into the earth. We all need stability. Turn the opposite foot perpendicular. Press your hands towards the ground, towards the floor, palms open forward. As you exhale, lift that leg. Open the hip and again, try to float this leg. Tuck your tailbone, stare at a spot on the floor. Lift the pelvic floor muscles. Inhale, arms halfway up, palms face up, shoulders press together, and palms, hands press away from each other. Move with your breath. Let the breath guide your movements. Let's inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, lift, grow tall. As you exhale, gently, gently set it all down. And let's press into the front of that leg, that thigh. You can shake that leg out. Just take a moment, check in here, and we're going to come to the mat. Just check in, take mountain pose, close your eyes, bring your mind to your breath. Relax tension that you find in your face. And let's come to the mat. We're facing forward on our mat. We're just going to take a gentle sun salutation to get there, a vinyasa. Arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway up, inhale. As you exhale, feet back and lower down. Nice long spine as you come into up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. So our last down dog of the morning, or of the afternoon. Just take a moment, stretch into each heel one at a time. Shake the head back and forth, yes and no. Relax the shoulders. And perhaps come into a little variation. You can take your left hand around the back of the right ankle and look up under the right armpit. Inhale that left arm back to the front of the mat. And as you exhale, the opposite arm. And look up under that armpit. Inhale back forward. So we're going to come to a seat. So as you inhale, drop to your knees, cross your ankles behind you, and as you exhale, just come back to a seat. So first we're going to do staff pose. So let's bring our feet out in front of us. Hands facing forward, tuck the chin, lift the pelvic floor muscles. 5 deep breaths here. Now let's come to a forward fold. Inhale, look up, and as you exhale, fold forward. So one thing here, We don't want to let our heart collapse within our chest. We want to keep our heart open. And again, if you just gently bend your knees, you can move the stretch to your muscle, relieve some tension from the back. So find a place that's appropriate for you. You can bring your hands to your feet, but don't round the spine too much. Drop your chin to your chest, stare towards the navel, 5 deep breaths. Let's inhale, lift up. Let's bring the hands behind us, fingers facing away. Inhale, lift the hips, drop the head back. 5 deep breaths here, reverse plank. And exhale, release. We'll do a little vinyasa here. As you exhale, cross your ankles towards you. Roll forward, feet back. Exhale, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And you can either hop forward to a seat, or you can just drop to your knees, cross your ankles, and sit back. Let's inhale, left foot out. As you exhale, bring your right heel towards the groin. Open this leg as much as you can. Rock back and forth perhaps. Square to your extended leg. Inhale, look up, open the heart. As you exhale, fold forward. Don't let your heart hide within the chest. 5 deep breaths. Hands can go to the side of the leg, on the leg. You can even stack your fists and rest your head here. But always work with the breath. Lengthen as you inhale. Release, relax as you exhale. Let's inhale, gently lift up out of that. So we're going to open up those hips that we were closed on, right hand behind us. As you inhale, stretch, push through the hips. Exhale, back to the mat. Do that one more time. Inhale, stretch through the hips. And back down to the mat as you exhale. So move with your breath. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, bend that left heel towards the groin. Open that left thigh, square to this right leg. Inhale, look up, and exhale, gently walk yourself down. Never force anything in your yoga practice, but be present and listen to your body. Again, you can stack your fists. Don't let your heart close in on the chests. Drop your chin to your chest, stare towards your navel. You could even rest your head here. 5 deep Ujjayi breaths. Listen to the sound of your breath. And let's inhale, lift up out of that. Move with your breath and left hand behind us. Let's inhale, stretch through the hips. Drop the head back, look back, really stretch. And as you exhale, return down to the mat. So let's do a gentle vinyasa here. As you exhale, cross your ankles, hands forward, extend the legs back and lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you can drop to your knees, cross your ankles and sit back, or you can hop forward to a seat. Let's take a moment to check in here before we do a couple more poses. So just take a nice easy seated pose. Hands down on the knees. Close the eyes or pick a spot to stare at, perhaps on your mat. Come to your breath. When we tuck the chin gently, the back of the neck lengthens. Lift the pelvic floor muscles. This is called Mula Bandha or root lock. Breathe deeply, release tension you may notice. let's come to a seated twist. We're beginning to wind down our practice. Let's inhale, extend this left leg. As you exhale, right foot to the floor, bend that right knee. We're going to twist into this right leg. This left arm will be able to hold this right leg. One thing that'll help is if we push this elbow out and away to be compressed here. And don't just go into it, but let's move into it together, but move with your breath. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Pause as you inhale. Right hand finds the floor behind you. Lengthen as you inhale. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Always moving with the ebb and flow of the breath. Inhale, open, and exhale, twist. Stretch even through your eye muscles. Looking all the way over that right shoulder. Relax the face. Lift the pelvic floor muscles. And push the diaphragm down into the abdominal muscles, the abdominal organs. Giving ourselves a nice gentle abdominal massage with the diaphragm. Exhale completely, squeeze the navel to the spine. And let's gently inhale out of this. Perhaps pause as you exhale. Let's inhale, untwist. Stay with the breath. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, bend the left leg, foot flat to the floor. Hug that left leg. Grow nice and tall. Inhale, extend. As you exhale, right arm hugs the left leg. Left hand finds the floor. Twist as you exhale. We pause as we inhale and twist as we exhale. You can even let your hips slide a little bit. Never force anything in the spine, the low back. Just don't force it. Breathe into the twist. Keep the abdominal muscles active. And push the breath down into the abdomen. One last nice deep inhale and exhale here. And then inhale, begin to untwist. Exhale, pause, and inhale, untwist. And let's just do a very simple vinyasa to link our poses. So let's just roll forward onto the knees like a wide-legged cobra, open into the hips, look up, and as we exhale, just rock back. So let's go ahead and come down to the mat, start winding the practice down. So bring your feet towards the front of the mat, scoot your hips first to your heels, and then come to your elbows first. And then really walk your spine down. Vertebra by vertebra, let yourself be laid down onto the mat. Let's inhale the arms back behind the head. Use your core as you do this. Exhale, hug the knees to the chest, flex through the heels, bring your chin to your chest. This is Apanasana. Breathe deeply here. Keep the pelvic floor muscles lifted. As you inhale, release the head, release the feet, use your core. So we're going to be working with what we were at the beginning of class when we did cat-cow. That's the lumbar pelvic rhythm, the rhythm of the lumbar spine and the pelvic bone. So notice it's very natural. As we inhale, our belly rises and the low back arches away from the floor. As we exhale, press your navel to the spine and the low back flattens. So we're going to come into bridge pose. We're going to follow that movement up into bridge. So get a nice support on your shoulders, perhaps walk them towards each other. Inhale, the belly rises. As you exhale, flatten your low back and the tailbone begins to point to the sky. Lift the hips. Inhale, lift the hips higher. As you exhale, take a long, slow exhale to set it down. Inhale, feel the release of the pelvic floor. As you exhale, flatten the low back, point the tailbone towards the sky, lift. Inhale, lift higher. Exhale slowly, set it all down, very slow. Inhale, release. Exhale, flatten the low back and lift. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale very slowly, lower with a slow exhale. Inhale, release on the floor. And one more time, we'll stay for a few breaths. As you exhale, flatten the low back, lift the spine off the floor. You can walk your shoulder blades towards each other. You can even interlace your fingers under you if that feels good, or just press the hands flat. Press your knees away from your heart and press your heart away from your knees. Lift the pelvic floor muscles, breathe deeply. Inhale, lift, and exhale, gently lower all the way down. Let's come into a gentle twist from here. Just to keep ourselves more in aligned, let's inhale, lift the hips and push them to the left. As you exhale, arms come out to the side and walk your feet over to the side. You can stack your knees one on top of the other, and you can draw your knees high towards the chest. Let your palms face up. This helps to open the chest. And turn to look the opposite way of your legs. As tempting as it is to release here, please do not release here. Keep active in the core and breathe deeply into the abdominal muscles, the abdominal organs. As you exhale, squeeze the abdominal organs by squeezing the navel to the spine. Balance, activation, and relaxation. Perhaps you could use this right hand to help your left legs, but do not force anything. Stay with the breath. Breathe deeply. You can keep the abdominal muscles active, and as you inhale, you prevent the belly from expanding. Pressing the diaphragm against the abdominal organs and pressing those organs against the abdominal wall. A couple more deep breaths here. So we don't want to use our low back as we lift our legs. So the feet come to the floor. And you also begin to flatten the low back as we've been doing. So walk your legs back to center, flatten your low back, lift your hips, move them through center to the right. Use your core and use your feet to walk your legs to the left. And turn your head to the right. And again, don't relax here. Relax, but stay active. So lift the pelvic floor muscles. Breathe deeply into that. Stare towards your right fingers or close your eyes, but keep your eyes active. That left arm can help your legs. Exhale fully. Use your core, use your feet. Walk your legs back to center. Lift the hips, adjust them to center. Inhale, arms behind the head. Exhale, Apanasana again. Flex through the heels. Lift your chin to your chest. Breathe deeply here. Keep the pelvic floor muscles lifted here. Breathe deeply in this pose for a few moments. and gently release. The feet can come down one at a time. We're going to do one last stretch, really good for the hip flexor. This is good if we've been sitting or driving all day. So our right foot is going to slide under our left leg, and our left hand is going to find our left ankle or our left foot. Stay flexed through this left heel to protect your knee, and drop the thigh in line with the body. Once that knee is pressed towards the earth, flatten your low back and breathe into the hip flexor here. We can even extend this right arm to lengthen the entire right side of the body. Inhale and exhale. Visualize the breath as you inhale, traveling to the spot of tension you feel and penetrating it. As you exhale, feel the breath aiding the tension as it dissolves. Allow the exhale to help the tension dissolve into gravity. Begin making your exhales longer than your inhales. This helps to soothe the system, to slow the heart rate, and to oxygenate the body. Nice, long, smooth exhales. But don't release, relax yet. Keep the pelvic floor muscles lifted, stay active. We're going to bring a very, very gentle movement into this. It's very soothing for the low back. It doesn't have to be much in this leg. Just about 3 or 4 inches. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. It's very, very subtle. Use your core to lift this leg. And this is helping this low back area. Again, this is really good for all of us that sit all day or drive all day. For pain in the hip flexor and the low back. And you can extend that right arm behind you. Breathe deeply. It can be a challenge to move such small motions over such a long breath, but see if you can do that. And let's see if we can switch in one breath. So as we inhale, arms over the head, right foot flat to the floor. As we exhale, that left foot slides under the right leg, flex through the heel, drop the thigh in line with the body, and breathe deeply. Flatten the low back to the floor. The left arm can extend behind the head. Breathe deeply into the hip flexor. Remember, find a place between too much and not enough. Don't completely release, but keep the pelvic floor muscles lifted. Breathe deeply into the belly. Visualize the breath traveling to where you feel the tension. The inhale penetrates and wraps, and the exhale dissolves and releases. Keep the low back flat to the floor. Breathe deeply. And let's bring that same motion very slowly into this thigh. So it's an inhale, lift that knee about 3 or 4 inches, and exhale, set it down. Use your core to do this, so keep the pelvic floor muscles lifted. Let's inhale, both arms behind the head, left foot flat to the floor. Exhale, hug your knees to your chest. Use your core, chin to your chest. And you can roll here if you like, a gentle side-to-side motion, just gentle pressure. And we're going to go ahead and come into corpse pose. So one at a time, release the feet flat to the floor, one at a time to keep the back relaxed. One at a time, lengthen the legs. You can walk the shoulder blades towards each other. Let your palms face the ceiling. And release your breath control. So assume a comfortable position in Shavasana. Release your breath control and just watch your breath flow in and out over the body. Visualize an inhale passing in through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, release tension in the scalp, around the ears, the eyes. Visualize the inhale passing through the heart. And as you exhale, release tension in the pectorals, the upper back, the shoulders. Release and relax, allowing tension to dissolve with every exhale. Bring your mind to the dark spaces of the body and bring your attention to the sensation of gravity. Allow the exhales to release your tension and dissolve it into gravity. A few more moments to release and relax here. Stay here too long, being as that it is the middle of the day and we need our energy. So just watch the breath sip in and out for a few moments. Visualize the inhales filling the entire body with light and vitality. And as you exhale, feel tension dissolve into gravity, the natural cycle of growth and release. Let the breath expand into the fingertips and begin to stretch through the hands and feet. So as you're laying down in Shavasana, allow the breath to bring movement back into the body. Stretch through your hands and feet, fingertips and toes. Allow the breath to guide your hands up behind your head and stretch from fingertips to heels, palms to toes. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, push your hands and your feet to the right side and breathe into the left side of the body. Inhale to center and exhale, hands and feet to the left. Breathe into the right. One at a time, use your core, draw your feet flat to the floor. Let's roll over onto our right side. Use your arm as a cushion. Take a moment to release here. So if, like myself, you are wearing glasses, you can remove them at this moment if you haven't. Place your left hand flat to the mat, flat to the floor. Turn to face the floor. Keep your chin to your chest and gently push yourself up. Take a nice, gentle, easy seat. Let's bring our hands together and let's make some warmth in the palms of our hands. So make some nice, warm friction in the hands. Keep your eyes closed or gently, gently open. Once your hands are nice and hot, place the heels of your hands onto the eyes and gently press and release to help encourage and stimulate the blood flow, the exchange of deoxygenated and oxygenated blood. Gentle circles. And then cup the eyes in the hands, giving them dark space. Open the eyes wide. Take a look up and down, left and right, then right and left, down and up. And take a circle in each direction with the eyes. Move with the breath. And then allow that residual warmth of the hands to gently massage the face. With the index fingers and thumbs, we can pinch the eyebrows and gently twist to release tension. Then allow your fingers to very gently massage the scalp in gentle circles. Drop the chin towards your chest and allow your fingers to gently make their way to the back of the neck and massage in very gentle circles on either side of the spinal column. Perhaps just apply some pressure and breathe deeply into that pressure. A little bit of self-care, self-massage work. Let's release our hands, dropping them to heart center. Bow our chin to our chest. Take a moment to honor yourself, honor the space that the breath occupies. And we'll close this class with a bow.